Good morning. We're going to take 2 deep breaths and start with a prayer. Dear God, if left to my own devices, my perception will be skewed. I surrender to you everything that I think and feel. God, please take my past, plan my future, send your spirit to redeem my mind, that I might be set free. May I be your channel, God, and serve the world. May I become who you would have me be, do what you would have me do, go where you would have me go, and say what you would have me say, and to whom, dear God. God, I thank you for my many, many blessings. Please help me to set aside everything I think I know for an open mind and a new experience. Please help me to be a conduit of light in this world. Amen. Good morning. So we are on lesson 112 today, I think. Review, yes. No, that was yesterday. I always forget the number. Lesson 113. So we review 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes before you go to sleep, and then all throughout the day on the hour and half hour. I am one self, united with my Creator. Serenity and perfect peace are mine, because I am one self, completely whole, at one with all creation and with God. Salvation comes from my one self. From my one self, whose knowledge still remains within my mind, I see God's perfect plan for my salvation perfectly fulfilled. On the hour, I am one self united with my Creator. On the half hour, salvation comes from my one self. And I'm just going to read a little bit with Robert Perry and Alan Watson this morning. Lesson 113. I am one self, united with my Creator, and salvation comes from my one self. There is something inexpressibly appealing about the idea of being oneself. Much of modern psychology talks about integration of the disparate aspects of our being. So much of the time we feel as if we are made up of varying segments, sometimes cooperating, but more often than not conflicting with one another. There is what the Jungian analysts refer to as our shadow self. All the dark, repressed tendencies that follow us around as dark figures in our dreams. The Course holds out the vision of a unified self. It speaks of a mind at peace within itself. It tells us that because we must be only one self, we cannot be in conflict. The text talks about our war against ourselves, and it says that the apparent conflict we see in the world around us is nothing but a reflection of the illusion of conflict we all carry within our minds. It says that peace begins within the world perceived as different, and leading from this fresh perception to the gate of heaven and the way beyond. The peace must begin within us, in the serenity and calm of an integrated self, in a mind free of conflict and attack. The self we are speaking of is more than just a whole individual, however. It is the self shared by all, at one with all creation and with God. The two are really different aspects of the same thing. For as we free ourselves of conflict within ourselves, our conflicts with the world will miraculously disappear. That is why salvation comes from this one self. When we have consolidated ourselves, recognize the truth of our unified being, this condition of wholeness naturally extends to others. From within the circle of atonement, we draw others to their own wholeness, shared with us. Today, I will still my mind from all its conflicts. I disassociate myself from the disassociation. I separate myself from the separation. I take time and quiet to break my sense of identification with this image of a shattered self, and I let myself sink down into the awareness of oneself, within me, who I really am. Conflicting images of myself come and go with startling frequency. They cannot be my reality. Something persists beneath it all, the hum of being in which all the flash and drama seems to occur. It is this steadiness that I am, not the ephemeral shooting stars of thought that seem to demand my attention. I embrace this one self, avidly saying, salvation comes from my one self. This oneness is my salvation. This oneness is my reality. I am one self, united with my Creator. And there it is. So, I love you. I hope you take that into the day with you. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for this. We're going to take 2 deep breaths and have a prayer. 2 deep breaths and say a prayer. Okay, ready? I'm going to read this prayer, which I don't know by heart. Dear God, please make me a force for love for you. Remove from my awareness all thoughts that keep me bound here. Every goal I surrender to you, all agendas I surrender to you. All that I have and all that I am I give to you, dear God. I ask only to be carried in your arms that I might know the joy of full surrender. May I not be tempted to think about meaningless things, give them weight and suffer thereby. Please, God, send me your spirit, lift me up from the pain and turmoil of this world. Give me new youth and a free and joyful spirit. Show me the happiness of full forgiveness. I love you, God. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you.